y'all want to taste the best pound cake of your life, then you have to make this pound cake. I've been making this pound cake for years, for literally like 20 years or more. It is gluten-free, it's cream cheese pound cake, and it is heaven on a plate. So let's get started and I will show you how to make it. Can you tell I am so excited about sharing this recipe? This is one of my all-time favorite recipes in my weapon of classic recipes that I've had forever. It is just so good and it's so versatile. You can do so many things with it. So we start with the cream cheese, and I'm just whipping it up lightly just until it's nice and smooth. You don't have to go crazy here yet, and I say yet because yet is the operative word, because you will be doing lots of beating of this cake batter, and there's a reason for that. I'll get into that in a minute. To this we add butter, a lot of butter, and of course you will find the actual amounts in the link in the description box below the video. So once we add the butter and beat it up for a good 2 minutes or so, we slowly add the sugar, and this is a lot of sugar. This is a pound cake after all. For all you sugar phobes out there, you do not have to eat the entire cake yourself. You can just eat one slice. One slice is fine. Everything's going to be okay. So once we get the sugar in, this is where all this beating is going to happen. Most of the beating. And we go for 7 minutes like this. And the reason is because there are no chemical leaveners in this recipe. So we need to get a lot of air going so that the cake can have some lift to it. Not a whole lot, but there is some lift to this cake. So now I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. There are 6 of them. And I realized I had the wrong vessel for doing this. So I'm going to add the first one in while I go get another vessel. And after each one, beat it for about a minute or so, 30 seconds to a minute, and then add the next one. And once you're all done adding them, then go for another 2 minutes or so. So the batter so far is looking nice and light in color and texture. Now we can add in the flour. This is just Kim's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend. You will find the recipe for this linked in the description box as well. You may also try a store-bought blend. I haven't tried it myself. I see no reason why it would be a problem, however. And after the flour, all we're going to add in is some flavoring. So this is vanilla extract and my favorite, almond extract. A little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use a lot. I just like that almondy flavor to pound cakes. And we just slowly add this in, and the batter alone looks like you could just eat it with a spoon, doesn't it? It's just really luxurious. So we get this into a greased and floured, I'm using a tube pan. You can also use a bundt pan. And we have the oven preheated at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. That is very low. That's how pound cakes should bake, at a low temperature, 300 for 1.5 to 2 hours. And why there's so much of a difference in time is because everybody's pans are different sizes. So what takes 1.5 hours in this pan might take 2 hours in another pan. I would start checking at the 1.5 hour mark with a long wooden skewer. If it comes out still wet, add another 10 minutes onto it. This one baked in 1.5 hours on the dot. There were just a few moist crumbs attached, and it is perfect. The top is nice and crusty. I love the top of pound cakes. This right here is my absolute favorite way to eat this pound cake. I whip up a little bit of heavy cream with some vanilla and some powdered sugar. I slice up some fresh strawberries with a little bit of sugar in the bowl, mix it up, let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour, and it creates its own syrup. It's like a strawberry shortcake. It's better than a strawberry shortcake. And look at that crunchy crust. So good, you guys. It's nice and dense as a pound cake should be. It's got lots of flavor. It's far from dry. It is absolutely perfect. And I bet your mother would absolutely love this on Mother's Day. Enjoy.